Okay, so for starting out using the clone stamp in the Intro to Photoshop Week 9 folder here, I have these 3 pictures. So you're going to need to save these pictures. I would drag them onto your desktop. That's going to be the easiest place for you to find them, or create a folder on your desktop for all of your graphic stuff. But you need these pictures, the grass, the rocks, and the one of the man. So I have step-by-step instructions in here. I'm going to have you skip this flowers assignment. It's a little more complicated and a lot easier to do if I'm there to help you kind of through some of the steps. So skip flowers. We're going to straight to the clone stamp. So like I said, download those 3 pictures. So once you have them, then we need to open them up in Photoshop. So you could just drag those into Photoshop. Or if you don't have Photoshop, then there is this website called Photopea that is free and it's available to everyone. It works pretty much the exact same as Photoshop, except it's a website. So if you're doing it this way, then you would go to File, Open, and you would find your 3 pictures. And so now all of those are on here as well. So what we're doing is the clone stamp is a tool that allows us to copy one area onto a different area. So in this picture of the grass, you are going to be removing this torn corner to make it look like it was never torn in the first place and getting rid of those sprinkler heads. In the one of the rocks, you get rid of the graffiti, the what looks like bullet holes, and just kind of clean up those rocks. And then for this one, you're going to be trying to get rid of the guy's wrinkles. So here, and his forehead. So the clone stamp is this tool right here. And again, if you're using Photopea, it works the exact same. So instructions are, they apply to both. So so right now my cursor here is a circle. I can make that bigger by using the bracket keys next to the P button, or I can make it smaller. But before I can use it, I have to designate where I'm going to be copying from. So if I hold Option, then that circle turns into kind of that crosshair. I click one time to designate the source from where it's copying, and then when I click and drag, it copies from the area. So you see that little cross there. That's the source from where it's copying. The circle is where it's copying to. So to make this look as realistic as possible, you might need to reset your cursor several times just to kind of get a little of those inconsistencies. So like, for example, if there is something like this, that's not going, it's going to be noticeable that something has been edited. And we want this to look as unedited as possible. So go in there, get rid of those sprinklers. This one's done. So that's all you do to this one. For here, like I said, you're just getting rid of all this on the rocks to make those look a little bit nicer. And that one's done. So, and you kind of get the idea. With this one, again, you're just going to